Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. I'm going to do the unboxing on my latest acquisition. It's a very small micro warbird. It's really small, really tiny. It's itty bitty. Okay, now this is the FMS Corsair F4U CORSAIR 1700mm version 3. This one doesn't come with the reflex. This is just the plane itself, so I got to add a receiver. I'll be adding, more than likely, I may change my mind, but for right now I'm probably going to go with a 7-channel stabilized Luminar X. Let's unbox this and see what is in here. I'm hoping it's a big blue Corsair. I got in it. Okay, all right. I see a big wing. All right. Start taking everything out. Oh, and the manual's now folded. Big thick manual. Right? I tell you, I love FMS planes. FMS, man, big old thick 4-bladed prop. These things are heavy, heavy. And as always, everything is very protected. Let's see what's in here. This is the wing joiners, motor mount. Yeah. There'll be a little more to this build than just slapping a few things together. And the ever important inspected by. Never lose that. You never know when you may need that. Oh boy. That wing is substantial. It's already got creasing right in there. That's a shame. But just gives it character. Okay, so I'm going to assume. Okay, yeah. Alright, you got this quick connect and joined into one of the two where the wing joiner goes in. Okay, so everything's controlled with that. And heavy too. I mean, it's got that big honking retract in there. Man, that's a heavy wing. This is, of course, this is a big plane. This is not a small plane by any stretch. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know. I do not know. Okay. Wing spar, white. They blended in. Okay, make sure you check every nook and cranny and crevice. Check everything. Oh, goodness gracious. They've used every ounce of available space, which I can appreciate. I mean, it's the better part of $700 by the time you add taxes and everything. This is not a small plane. It's not a cheap plane either. And those look like they screw on the missile packs there. The other big honking wing. Whoa. I'm going to lose it. Again, heavy. Pull your quick connect. That's like, oh, that's like bolted in. That's not going to come undone. That whole bracket's bolted in. I did not notice that. See, these are little things you notice that you don't notice until you get the plane. I mean, you can see it on video, but you're not going to tell you know, in real life. And your decal's already applied. That's good. This thing's beautiful. I have wanted this plane for so long, for so many years. Just, it's been out for probably what, 6-7 years now, if not longer. Just didn't have the resources or the skill to handle something like this. You know, well, now I know I have the skill. Resources, it's what I did. This was not given to me for free. I had to pay for it. Okay, but this, you know, some planes are given to me for free. There's about 1/3 of my planes are given to me by sponsors. And then a few of them, there are a few more given to me at a greatly discounted price. This one was given to me at a discount, I ain't gonna lie to you. But nowhere near, I mean, it still cost me a pretty penny. It cost me half, I'll be honest. They gave to me half price. So, I full transparency. Yeah, look at that. How big that elevator is. But, so, you know, if I crash this, I'm out $350 or whatever. This thing's like $700. So, I mean, yeah, not the full price, but I do have a significant investment in planes. Trust me, folks, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, I'm not making money on this channel at all. In fact, I'm very much in the rear, but I just love it. It's just an absolute obsession. It really is. Oh man, this is cool. I'm like a little kid, you know. Well, I'm like a little kid at Christmas. Every time I open up a plane. Now, some of these, like I said, some of these planes are promotional planes that are given to me. Oh, that's cool. The rudder just snaps into it, like heavy duty. So that's better than a foam hinge. But some of these planes are given to me. Some are promotional. This particular plane, I begged for, and they said, okay, you can have it for half price. And I said, okay, well, okay, what I'll do, I'll do it with a Hobby Zone. I'll do a comparison. You know, you get the Arrows Corsair, which is a great Corsair, and you know you fly the dog mess out of it. Then you're ready for a bigger Corsair. Well, then you get this one, and that's the way that was my sales pitch to them. They said, okay, we'll do it. We'll let you have it for half price. I said, okay. And wow. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Man. Oh man, I will definitely be giving this a clear coat to protect the foam. I know it may not make it look scale, but I'd rather give up a little bit of scale for protection any day. Just like I give up a little scale for orientation with lights and afterburners that don't belong. I don't care. If it saves the plane, then I'll swallow my pride on the scale part. All right, let's pause while I put my phone away. Okay, we're back. I just had to get all my phone put away, out of the way. I mean, this is not a small plane. All right, now, how do you get in? Oh, you don't get in there. Well, now hold on. Oh, that's the latch, but there's no. Oh, come on. You're going to be digging this with your nails. All right. So there's got to be, you hit that there. This has probably been sealed up for so long. Ah, okay. And it has. All right, it does have a nice latch. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Yellow pigtail on the end of the throttle. What does that mean? Reverse thrust. Not that I would be using reverse thrust with this, but it has it. Okay. EC5 as expected. It has a 80 amp ESC Predator with reverse thrust. Gear channel's already plugged in. Everything's off of here. You got your aileron, rudder, flap, elevator, gear, and throttle. So 6 channels. 7th channel for the reverse thrust. Now, putting a receiver in here is going to be interesting because because you look the way, all right, if you look in there, see, you really, that's where your board is, where your control board. Battery's going to take up, so receiver would be right about there. Okay, so I'm going to assume that your battery going to go further forward. Warbirds need to be leveled to more nose heavy anyways. So I'm going to probably mount my receiver between the battery and there. But actually, no. I want it away from that battery. I'll probably build me like pick a couple of popsicle sticks or a piece of wood, and I'll put my receiver right up top here. I think John HC, if I remember right, that's what he did with his. And that is going to go down there, and so I'll have to put it further down. So yeah, I'm probably going to put a little shelf in there and mount the receiver in there. I will not be doing a build video per se, because it's going to be a little bit more involved and be tedious, so I'll do a build overview per se. But I'll tell you the steps. I mean, you're going to have to bolt your propellers onto the hub. Run that. I'm going to build me a little shelf, but I'll show you what I did afterwards. EC5. All right, it's not going to be very hard to do. Let me look at these nuts and bolts. Take a look. You've got a fairly large section here. Very large bolts, and it's looks like a 2 millimeter for the smaller bolts. They look like they're all the same size, and then probably a 3 millimeter for the large, which is cool. And the motor doesn't have to be there. So why do I have this? What is the deal? Oh, this is for the prop. Okay. And then the only control surface is the rudder. I mean, you've got the control rod there for the rudder. One pitot tube that screws in, which is a nice touch. You know what? What the hey? Let's go ahead and put it together. You know, why not? Why not? But for this, we're going to need the large, I would say so, the large plane stand. Let's start with our tail. Let's get the espionage put together first. Then we'll worry about the wings. I mean, we don't have gear to worry about, okay, because they're already installed. So let's do that. All right. Got your, oh, they're locking. That's cool. That is very cool. You're going to have one lead there for your, all right now, that paint better, I'm going to say that needs to stop. Okay, one of these is going to be rudder and one of these, no, these are both, okay, never mind. They're both elevators, okay. Now, this is going to key in this way, okay. Now, anytime you're hooking up leads together, okay, you've got, let me get you closer. You can tell I'm a little bit excited about this. Anytime you're putting servo leads, see you got that yellow wire, dark wire, you always hook up light to light, dark to dark. Okay. So, because otherwise you'll get no connection. And you'll feel that connect in there. Grab the other one. Make sure I've got, oh, and I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I wouldn't have had the function. Okay, let me unhook that. Good thing I checked that. You know. Come on, let go. Light to light, dark to dark. How many times do I say that? And here I did it wrong myself. I would have been going, how come one side of my elevator is not working? How come both sides if I hook them both up wrong? Okay, light to light, dark to dark. That's hooked in there. Take the other side. Okay, it doesn't matter which side, it's the same signal. Which one you put up, okay? Lights on bottom. Lights on bottom there. See, I meant to do that so I can show you the mistake. And if you believe that, all right, okay. Light to light, dark to dark, light to light, dark to dark. Now tuck that down in there. Okay, make sure you don't pinch anything. And that just sort of tongue and grooves right on in there. Just like, oh, I like the way that fits. I do. A little pocket in there, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, no pinching. Everything's in there. Okay. Now you're going to put some screws. Let's look at our instructions here just to make sure that we're doing that right. Okay. Okay, you're going to do these 3 of these 26 millimeters. Okay. Always have yourself these little magnetic trays. I like magnetic trays. They are a big help. Okay. Okay, 26 millimeter. So you've got, they're going to look like, let's see. They're long. Okay. All right. You're going to have one here, one there. Uh-oh. Got some shorter ones. Okay, yeah. All right. The 20 millimeters are for, the shortest ones go for the prop. These are the middle grade ones. These are the middle length ones, the one I'm using. The shorter ones are here. See the difference? Shorter ones are for the prop. Okay, I'm going to put one here. Right? Is that right? That better be right. Yeah, 26 times 3. Okay. Let's see if they're 2 millimeter. Should be 2 millimeter. And they are. When you see that foam start to crease, you know you're there. Start to crease there. Okay. I'm waiting for it to drop the rest of the way. Come on, baby. Yeah, all right. That ain't going nowhere. All right, we'll take our rudder. Okay, obviously the servo's over here, so this side's going over here, and you're just, that should just pop right in there. Don't. And it does. Okay. We will, so that I don't lose track of stuff, I can always undo it. Okay. I'm going to put the ball link there. I'm not going to hook it up yet. Okay. But I am going to put it there. And that's all the way out. So I guarantee that's going to have to go. I would much rather have to tighten it up than loosen it to the point where I don't have any more room. And that's going to have to be really tight. That's good in there. Okay. Okay, we're going to just say that's it, but we're not going to connect it. All right. Okay, so that is the complete espionage. Let's go ahead, flip the plane over, leave your canopy off, your battery hatch off. This is actually a very simple build. Even though it's a big plane, it's a simple plane, okay? It really is. It's actually a simple plane. Flying this is going to be a little more difficult, though. Okay, the two wing spars, they're different lengths, so more than likely the long one's going to be in the front, okay? All right. Grab our wing halves, okay? And probably has a stopping point. I'm going to put the longer one towards the front. That's my guess. Okay, and the shorter one. Yeah. Okay, that looks like that makes sense. Make sure that your leads hang towards the top of the wing because that's what's going to feed in. Okay. This is definitely not a small model. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. All right, fish your leads down. This is actually put together just like the FMS Corsair, almost identical, just on a much larger. Tongue and groove has got a big old honking tube thing. Just tongue and groove right on in that saddle there. But look, make sure you don't pinch. Okay, make sure them leads are freely flowing down in there. Okay, that just sits down in that saddle, just pretty as you please. All right, now, and these you can't mess these up. The big one goes in the front, little one in the back. Okay. The wings have to fit flush together in order for those to fall in place. Okay, so this is where we're going to take this sucker's huge. We're going to take our big ones, the big boys. This is just the same size screws that are on the T28 Carbon Z by E-Flight. All right, I got to get a 3mm hex drive. Hold on just a second. Don't go nowhere. So know I got one. Where are you? Where the heck did you go? There you are. Okay. There you be. I knew I had one. Okay, we're back. Ender's right. Yes, I was right. It is 3mm. Okay. And when you'll see this plastic piece join in there. And you start seeing just a little bit of foam crease. That's when you stop. And just like when you put tires on it, don't do that. You poke a hole through your model. Just like you put tires on, I like to crisscross patterns as I attach things. And not that it's necessary, that's just something I've always done. You do what you want, but that's just something I've always done. Crisscross my patterns. Okay, back over here. Yeah, where am I going to put this plane? Where will I put the plane? By the day, well, it's now May 3rd. It's in the middle of the night. It's the early morning of the May 3rd. But May 2nd was my birthday. This is my birthday present to myself. And to give you a hint on my age now, I am 25 for the 30th time. And this is my birthday present to myself. And I think that's a nice birthday present. It's one of the reasons, because this is a new. Lots of times on these kind of channels, you're supposed to, the great guru of YouTube people, you're supposed to only review and bring out the latest and greatest in planes. And you know what? That's, well, I'm not going to say what that is. That is a good idea, because that does get people's attention, because they want to, you know, they want to look at something before they buy something that's new. And there's plenty of stuff on the stuff that's existing. But this was for my birthday, and this is my plane that I wanted for me, and I figured the channel could benefit from it anyways. Because then the version 3 Corsair from FMS has now had the fat guy spin on it. So we'll put the prop on as part of the radio video. Okay. All right, so that's on there. Tail's on there. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and stick on our this stuff here. Okay, where does this go? Must go there. Okay, so it looks like you're going to remove these little screws. All right, we got our wing on. Okay, got our rudder on. We've already done the rudder thing. Okay, now we do this here. It's big. Oh, I know I said I was going to do this as part of the, but I'm going to do it now. Go ahead and do it now. Okay. Oh, you get an extra blade. Cool. These suckers. Man, no, you don't. No, you don't. It's 4 blades. Never mind. Okay, so don't break one. All right. Now, if you look, that has a hex shape on it. So that tells me that this is what's going to go back there. But I've got a space for this metal. Okay, so that means I'm going to attach the metal there. Okay. And I'm going all the way through with them, the shortest of the metals, all the way through. Okay, that's what you do. All right, take your back plate where you have the hex head shape that would fit there. Okay, you're going to take your prop. Okay, you're going to fit it in there flat, and then you're going to take them. These hex head screws. And that's going to go back in there, into that metal plate, see. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one prop on, and then I'll pause the video, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay. Looks like we're not going to have any screws left over. Okay. Why isn't that going all the way through? Okay, we're going to pause and I'll show you what I did. Okay, you put the shorter ones here on this end, and then you put the longer ones towards the center. All right, hold on. Okay, you put the back piece of the metal, sandwich that in. This is the hex part that touches the plane. Okay, you only put the short screws on the outer hole. Okay, take your inner hub. Okay, Sandwich that on there. It should fit on there. Okay, kind of have to get it on there just right. Okay. All right, now you're going to take these longer screws, and that's going to go towards the middle then. Okay. Now I'll pause and we'll show you what that looks like. All right, now you put all those longer screws in the inside hub. The shorter screws were on the outside hub, and that's how it ends up looking. Okay, all night. It only fits one way. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put the prop on, but I'm not firing her up yet. Okay, and make sure that fits onto that hex shape there, and then you just take your spinner and you spin tight. That just hand tights it. Now I would put a little bit of Loctite on this, you know, but I'm not going to do it now because I'll be taking the prop back off. But you just hand tighten that up to where it touches, because that's where that prop is locked on that locking hub. So that's just enough to see, that's coming forward, but it ain't gonna let go. So I do want to tighten that up more. I'll probably put a little bit of grease or something on there just to make it easier. Take it back off though. And it's on there. All right, come on. Hey. And you should be left over with one of the longer screws and one of the shorter screws left over after all is said and done. Let me get a little touch of silicone. Just a touch. I don't want to get it on the, so I'm going to put it on my fingers. I don't want to spray it on the model. This is all metal and plastic here. Mostly metal right here. Oh, there's some little burr in that metal. Somewhere in there, there's a burr. So. Definitely, that's got no play in it now, and that's turning nice and even. As I spin it, I'm looking for it to variance a little bit, kind of put it against a light background there with my eyes. Holding still. Okay, we're looking good. All right, now take your, I don't know what that was. These, just like a lot of these railing systems, that just slides in there like that. Grab the other one, hold it. That just keys in there. That, okay. Now these missiles, I'm thinking you have to unscrew, there's a screw there in that plate, and I'm thinking that that's what you do. Pretty sure that's what you do. Okay, we got that together, that's on there. That's okay, still got the pitot tube. Doesn't say anything about the missile, so it must be meant to be self-explanatory. So that tells me that's the right thing to do, and I need a Phillips head screwdriver for that. Okay. Man, this thing's huge. Come on. This is where you need to use a magnetic. This is not a magnetic. That one. Okay. it don't want to let go. All right, let's pause, and I'll show you when I get done. All right, you take the screw out, you lift out this panel, then you place the missile panel down in there to replace that. See? And then you put your screw back in. That is actually pretty clever. Except my screw's not wanting to, may have the wrong side. All right, let me go to the other side. Oh, and by the way, the reason this wasn't fitting right, duh, my dumb butt. That goes on there like that. This secures the prop on. Okay. I knew that. I was like, that's just too simple. Can't be just hand tied on there. Yeah, that prop ain't coming off now. I just have to be careful. Then this goes on there. Yeah. Okay. Let's turn the model around. Oh, this is a beast. Absolute beast. Okay. Absolute beast. And take this screw here out. All I'm doing is that now these little panels are in there pretty tight, so I'm having like a little pick tool to get them up out of there. And I'm going to have to, you know, kind of, oh man, kind of damages them to get them up out of there because they're in there tight. Okay. Have to touch up that now. Okay. Take your other missile half. Okay. Let's see if this will line up now. If you can't get the screw to line up, then just glue this thing in. Okay. Just save those panels because you may need them. Yeah, that's the right side. Yeah, those aren't coming off anytime soon. And I'm sorry I'm not giving you the best look. She's kind of cumbersome to move around. Kind of cumbersome to move around. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. We're almost there, though. Folks, we're almost there. Yeah, you feel that grab. Yeah, those aren't going anywhere. Tighten it up just a touch. Okay. Just a touch. Okay. All right. Save these foam panels, okay? Because you may need them. If you lose those missiles or missiles get ripped off or something, at least you can cover up your hole. Okay, now we still got to put the pitot tube on, okay? Turn it over. Man, this is a big thing. She's a big beast. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Stay. All right. torpedo tube. Oh, well, you know it. It's over there. Okay. Oh, goodness. Goodness, great, huh? Okay, okay. And it's down here on this end. And that just screws on. I know I'm like a fart in a whirlwind. Okay. That just screws on. Okay. And folks, that outside of anchoring down that rudder, okay, that is the basic assembly. Now I'm going to say assembly, it's not a build, because I'm not cutting, I'm not measuring, I'm not modding anything. To me that indicates a build. This is just an assembly. So after all said and done, you got the model all put together and you should have one long screw, one short screw left over. And that should be it. Alright, next video will be, I'll put a radio in, get her all bound up, get her all ready to go, and then I'll show you, we'll go over it step by step what I did. And we're not going to be putting in a safe receiver, it's going to be, or a stability repeat, a safe receiver like Spectrum. We're going to be putting in a Lemon RX Gen 2 7-channel stabilized, just has wind mitigation. Alright, well, that'll be the next video, so stay tuned. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends at Hobby Zone. Thank you for the massive discounts so I can get one of my dream planes. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. Real quick, I want to show you what I'm going to do. Poked a little hole right there, okay? Then I took a zip tie, lopped one end of the zip tie off, okay? Pulled it through its hoop, took that end and made a T, okay? Now, from the underside of that hatch, I'm going to take and fish that through, because that hatch is so hard to get off. I don't want to dig at it with my nails, okay? I'm going to fish that through, okay? I'm going to take just a spot of glue. I'm going to get that zip tie all the way down to where the T's right there. Pull it back out just a touch. Put a little glob of glue in there, okay? And then I'm going to pull that through the rest of the way. That'll glue that in place where it won't come down. And now I'm going to lop that off right there. And that gives me a little black, looks like an antenna, wouldn't obstruct the pilot's view, and it gives me something that I can grab a hold of. See? Now I can grab a hold of that, pull my hatch off, instead of an ugly piece of tape, because that actually looks like it belongs, okay? And it's secure in there, and now I ain't got to worry about it. Okay? It's in it. Oh, and by the way, I've changed my mind. This big plane is big and heavy. I don't think a stabilized receiver is necessary. So I'm just going to put a regular 7-channel Lemon RX with the dual antennas, and that's all I'm going to put in it. 7 channels, that way I'll take advantage of everything. And this big, I'm not going to say, she's a big stable plane. She's not, I don't think she needs a gyro, and because she's heavy. So, and big flies better anyways. So, alright folks, we'll be right back. Thank you for watching. That is the basic assembly of the F4U Corsair by FMS, which is 1700mm. It is huge. It is a big old beast. She's got lights, and she is gorgeous. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.